Today you're going to be taking a look at the best hitch options for your 2016 Acura TLX. Up top here we're going to have our Draw-Tite, which is going to be a Class 1, and right below that we're going to have our CURT, which is also going to be a Class 1 hitch. If appearance is a big concern of yours, I would go with the Draw-Tite because it is going to be hidden and it's going to have more of a clean look over the other hitch. If ease of installation is your big concern, then I think the CURT's the winner here because it is going to be a lot less involved to get the hitch in place. Now, as far as recreational uses, like a bike rack or a cargo carrier, I think the Draw-Tite takes it here because it is going to have a little bit better ground clearance because it is going to be behind the bumper. If I were looking for a hitch for my Acura, I would definitely go with the Draw-Tite, simply because it is going to have a little bit of a cleaner look once it's installed. But let's take a closer look at both of our hitches and go over some of the features. Our Draw-Tite is designed to go completely behind the bumper, and all we're going to see is the receiver tube sticking out. Whereas the CURT is actually going to sit right below our bumper, so we are going to see this cross tube. So here we have our Draw-Tite installed on our Acura, and you can see that it does have a really clean look to it. So since they are designed so differently, they're going to install differently. Our Draw-Tite is designed to sit completely behind the bumper, so we're going to have to remove the rear fascia and the bumper beam in order to get it installed. And once we have that installed, we are going to have to cut a small bit at the bottom of the fascia so that the receiver tube can stick out. Now, our CURT is not going to require us to cut the fascia, but we are going to have to lower the exhaust and trim the heat shields in order for our side plates to meet up to the frame. So although the Draw-Tite is going to be a little bit more involved as far as the installation, the end result is going to give us a much nicer looking hitch. If you're going to be using your hitch mainly for a bike rack or a cargo carrier, you're going to want as much ground clearance as we can get, because our Acura already sits pretty low to the ground. Well, our Draw-Tite is going to give us a lot better ground clearance because that cross tube is going to be behind the bumper, whereas with the CURT it's going to be below the bumper. Now down to some minor differences. Cosmetically, our Draw-Tite is just going to have a flush cut on the receiver tube, whereas with the CURT, it is going to have that reinforced collar, kind of giving it more of a finished look. Now, if you do plan on doing some light-duty towing, our safety chain connection points are going to be two different styles as well. Our CURT's going to have a plate style welded to the bottom of the receiver tube and the cross tube. And just keep in mind, if you have some really small hooks, the flange here may make it difficult to get them in place. Whereas with our Draw-Tite, it's going to be a loop style, kind of a rolled steel stock welded to the bottom, and we're going to have plenty of room no matter really what size hook we have, because the loops are going to be so open and that steel stock isn't as thick. Now, no matter what kind of accessory you're going to be using with either of these hitches, they both are going to use a standard 1/2-inch pinion clip. Now, you will need to pick that up separately, and you can find that here at etrailer.com. As far as weight goes, both of our hitches are going to have identical rating. They're going to have a 200-pound tongue weight, which is the maximum downward force at the receiver tube, along with a 2,000-pound gross trailer weight rating, which is the amount they can pull, including the trailer and everything we have loaded on it. Now, with those numbers in mind, you should always double check your Acura's owner's manual and never exceed the manufacturer's recommended weight. We hope this information has been helpful when you're looking to find a hitch to suit your needs.